Good evening and welcome. I'm Vincent McCory. This is Africa 54. It's now official. Senegal's constitutional court has declared incumbent Macky Sall the winner of the February 24th presidential election. Sall thanked supporters Tuesday in Dakar after the court announced he had been re-elected to a second term with 58% of the vote.
Dear compatriots, the February 24th poll was a triumph for the Senegalese people. In my eyes, there are neither winners or losers. And now that the electoral campaign is definitely behind us, I consider there are no longer any voters or camps identified by colors and delineated along partisan lines. I see one camp, that of Senegal. What I see are the Senegalese who, having freely exercised their duty as citizens, are now feeding their passionate desire to remain united by a common destiny with a single nation. I see one people, motivated by one goal and one faith. I will therefore be president of all Senegalese.
Well, President Sall is calling for unity with his opponents who protested but did not challenge the initial results, showing Sall's victory. Some human rights groups criticized Sall's government for convicting two powerful opposition members on alleged corruption charges to keep them from running. His ambitious economic development plans have led to a 6% growth in the Senegalese economy, one of the highest growth rates in Africa. Senegal is generally regarded as one of West Africa's most peaceful and stable democracies. Now, for more on the Senegalese election, I'm joined by VOA's Abdurahmane. Dear, welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
Now, of course, the President, Macky Sall, after being announced, he's saying one united Senegal and is ready to serve the people. But we know that there was quite some strong voices that were going against him. What are some of the challenges that he faces in order to make the people feel like he's the leader for everybody?
Well, first of all, he has to prove to everybody that he's legitimate. He's legal. He's legally won the election, but will he be able to bring on board the 40+ % who did not vote for him? Already, Ousmane Sonko, one of the leading opposition leader now, already rejected his call. But he also asked former presidents, the living presidents, Abdurahmane and Abdou Diouf, to be on board and helping him launch this dialogue. Abdou Diouf is on board. He's been supporting him. What will happen with Abdurahmane, we don't know, but he doesn't seem very happy with the fact that his son wasn't allowed to run.
So he's one of the two that were locked out because of corruption charges, right?
Absolutely. Karim Wade and then the former mayor of Dakar, Khalifa Sall, who wasn't able to run. He's actually in jail for corruption and mishandling public funds. Yes.
Now, one of the things that Macky Sall touted was the big projects, infrastructural projects, the railway systems and other things that really make Senegal look like a country that is already close to the future. But then many people say there's grinding poverty and that there are very few alternatives for the common people. How does he resolve that issue?
It is the big question. Usually when you come to Dakar, what you will see is, yes, the new airport, the roads, you know, a new train, express train. Yes, that is very good, but what happened to the rural areas? It is true that he did invest quite an amount of money in rural areas, but there is much to be done, even in urban areas. He was able to win Dakar and some urban areas, which is very rare for a running party in power. But still, poverty is very real, and it is even a security challenge, I would say, because many studies are showing that in some part of the neighborhoods outside of Dakar, people are starting to listen to what extremists have to say, and that is very challenging. And we have seen many Senegalese, many young people trying to go to Libya and trying to reach Europe. So that is the big challenge. How do we spread that wealth?
Exactly. And very quickly, at least one has to recognize that Senegal has continued, even through this election, to remain stable throughout the time of the election and to have an kind of a process that ends up well as compared to other neighboring countries.
Right. Senegal has a history of very tense campaigns, but it always ends well, for the most part, except maybe in 1988, where the government had to install the state of emergency. But globally, it does end well, and people go back to, being opposition leader or trying to discuss. So what will happen for the next 5 years? Will he be able to restore the dialogue, which is what Senghor was calling the Senegal is a country of dialogue? Will he be able to do that? Remains to be seen.
Well, we hope for the best. Thank you very much for joining us, Abdurahmane, today. That's Abdurahmane Dia of VOA French.